Hello YouTube, Dark Lord Diablos here, and I'm kind of on time this time, maybe. And we're gonna go through what happened in Shield Hero episode 12. And I gotta say, this has been the most entertaining episode so far. By the way, Glass is #1 waifu for me. I'm sorry, she just fits all my criteria. One, she completely decimates all the heroes but Nafumi because Nafumi has high defense. And oh my god, she just smack talks them all. It took Nafumi. Look, even Nafumi's new move that he used in the previous episode to kill the Soul Eater was nothing to her. She's like, oh, well, it didn't take long to break out of it. Shatter. To me, she seemed like a really, really good opponent, and her build-up was worth it. Now, sadly, the time ran out, which gave me some implications that there's something bigger, a machination going on. I don't got all my ideas together just yet, but I'm going to do a theory video about it maybe at some point. If you'd like to hear about it, too bad, I'm probably going to post it anyway when I get bored. Now, moving on. The king wanted to see him right away, and his new teammates basically said, yeah, go see the king. So he goes there, and he sees the king. And the king demanded him to know how he got this much power, why he has this much power, where did it come from. And Nafumi just said, if you want to know, get on the ground, grovel, and beg. People in my home country do this and say, I would like to know how you got this power with my weak and ignorant self. And the king automatically tried to attack him. That didn't go well, because he simply said, go ahead, but you already know. I can wipe out every single one of you and get out of here unscathed. And you know that I know. You know this. Then the king, as Mafumi's walking away, the king turns around and threatens Flo and Raftalia. And I do have a problem with the king saying, okay, then I'll make sure your slaves are punished. Because technically speaking, one, Raftalia is not a slave. Well, she is, but by choice. But that kind of defamates the point of being a slave. Two, to my understanding, and I could be wrong, Flo is not a slave and more of a pet. In that clarification, not saying she's a pet, she's more like a little daughter to him. But still. So Nafumi turns around and says, you ever do anything to them or try to take anything from me again, and I'll be there to be sure that you will regret the day that you have been born. And I'm like, oh my god, fucking finally. Well, sadly, when he's leaving the courtroom, a royal comes up and gives him this weird necklace. It'll be up here on the screen because I think it has something to do of importance. She basically tells him, like, yeah, people are starting to notice your power, but also some of the wrong people, so you should watch out. And it's pretty cool. Now, back at the king's land, Melty comes in, and the way the king acts around Melty is adorable. Even though I dislike the character and I wish he would die with every fine being, I can see that this was an adorable thing. But Melty goes straight to the point. Why were you arguing with Shield Hero? Could you please reconcile? The king's like, no, I can't reconcile. I cannot lose my family to those demi-humans again. That seems interesting. But before Melty can continue the conversation, Bitch comes in the room. Saying like, yes, the mom's gone, and since mom's gone, what the king says is law. And I think Bitch has king around her little finger. Well, she gets irritated and says, I don't quite agree with you, sister. As Princess to the Crown, it is my duty to be sure as the same as Mom and Dad's. And I please like you to stay out of it. Bitch got irritated, and I love the face she got. And Melty's just calm. It was so perfect. The king's like, oh shit, I don't know what to do. And Melty walks off. The king's like, no, Melty. Oh, yes, it was just priceless. It was really, really priceless. Now, apparently it was Melty who sent the noble to Nafumi. We find that out really quick. But someone apparently was watching him, one of the guards. Now, is this one of the good guards or one of the bad guards? I'm afraid we're going to find out here in a minute. So, they're at the blacksmith. And the blacksmith is helping them get their stuff together. And he gives them certain gifts. He gives Raphaelia a new sword, because in this episode, fucking Glass just like, bye-bye sword, just breaks it without even trying. Nafumi gets a little upgrade to a shield, kinda. I don't know exactly what it does. It says it analyzes the shields, but doesn't his skills analyze the shield? So, I don't know what it does. And there's a pair of gloves that will help Lo pull the carriage a lot faster. They're heading to Shield Freedom. Apparently this demi-human country likes most of the humans, unlike the other country. And if you can you hit by the name, and if you understand Raphaelia's mentality throughout the series so far, it should be obvious that Shield Freedom was probably a town either named after the Shield Hero, or was created by the Shield Hero for a safe haven for demi-humans. Either one works. They need to get there to the Dragon Hourglass to get class upgrades for both. For all Raphaelia, Nafumi, and Flo. As they're on their way, Melty shows up in her carriage and asks for him to return to the capital to reconcile with her father. He says no. Though this is like a funny conversation, because his face, and I'm going to probably use this for some of my videos now, because his face is what I would make in this situation. And it was just so funny. Like, please, it's not right for the human. I mean, she's trying her hardest, and I really feel bad for the situation she's being put in. Even her mother feels bad for the situation she's been put in. But the king's not going to let up, and Nafumi is beyond hating the royal family. But he looks at the knights, and he feels that familiar feeling of a setup. One of them draws their sword, while they're recording this, to strike at Melty. At the end of the episode, you see Shield Hero protecting Melty with all of his might. Now, I believe Shield Hero is going to be set up, because if we're going to go by the new trailer for the second half of the episode of the second half of the series, because this is a 24 episode series. Basically, the kingdom goes haywire to kill Nafumi, claiming him to be a demon shield hero, or a demon hero, or a demon shield wielder, or whatever, because the king really hates Nafumi's guts. And bitch is bitch. But also, considering I know this is going to happen, which is why I don't have any of the preview placed up here, because one of the things that did happen was Raphaelia got a mana sword. And kind of Shaman King style, when she unsheathed it, there's nothing there. So I thought that was cool. So I'm really liking where the series is going so far. I'm more intrigued with the waves and how they work. Because my theory is, and not a literal game, but I think there's a Hunger Games style ordeal going on between one dimension and another. So if you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button and share it with your friends or whatever. And I'll see you next time. Ciao.